here at the old Barbados Water Authority complex. This is part of our rejuvenation program to be able to rejuvenate derelict properties that are owned by the government of Barbados, to do three things really. First is to put people back to work. As you know, this is a primary important program for the government of Barbados to make sure that we get as many people back to work as possible, obviously following the protocols. And as you see here on this work site, they're definitely following the protocols. They've taken the temperature, hand sanitizing, all the workmen wearing their masks and so on. That's the first thing. The second thing, of course, is to reduce the rental cost to government, because this particular department here, we call the gatehouse at the old Barbados Water Authority building, will be used to house the QS department of the Ministry of Transport Works and Maintenance, and that's why we have Minister Charles Griffith here to give a few words about the housing of that. And of course, the third thing, of course, is to be able to get derelict properties and reduce the scourge of derelict properties in Barbados, starting with governments, because you know they can house rodents and infestation, mosquitoes, all sorts of things. So this is a win-win situation for the government and for the people of Barbados and for the surrounding district. And we're happy to have been able to start with this program here at the Gatehouse of the Barbados Water Authority. Happens to be next door to the Ministry of Transport Works and Maintenance, where I used to work. So obviously it is a property that I saw every single day come into work. And the second building is what we call the warehouse area, and that will be renovated next. And the drainage department of the Ministry of Transport Works and Maintenance will be going into there. And then the three-story building in the distance that you see, that will be the third one that we'll renovate, and that will be for general offices. So once we've finished our rejuvenation project at this site, all three of these buildings will be rejuvenated and pushed back into service for the people of Barbados.
This project would have started when I was at Ministry of Housing, and the truth is that we need to repurpose as many of our buildings that we have across the island. As Minister would have indicated, this particular building is going to house our QS section, and we are a little crowded in the parent building. So to have this come on stream, to be able to house our QS department is a very, very good thing. Minister would have indicated that the other two buildings will be also rejuvenated. And it makes no sense to me to be paying excessive rent when we have a lot of buildings across the island owned by government that we can repurpose and to reduce that rent level that we have every year. I believe it is, the last count, Minister, was over $80 million or so that we pay in rent. And we are looking to reduce that. And the Minister would have taken this project and is now executing it at a level where there's a special section in the property management area at the Ministry of Housing that is dealing with this. So I'm happy this morning that we'll be able to have this building back in use. And I suspect in the not too distant future that he will be at several locations doing a similar thing.